If you were any better, there'd be two of you.
This week on iTunes, we'll get into some expansion with Visht&amp. Dylan Menzie reveals his musical plan for Christmas, and we'll talk up a Bluestreak with Bluestreak ahead of their album launch. Yous ready, PEI? Let's get her done! Hello, Prince Edward Island. I am Adam Michael James, and you are listening to iTunes for the week of December 17th, 2023. It's almost here, guys. Christmas, and also my special Christmas episode of iTunes next Sunday, which is going to be non-stop holiday offerings and only from island artists at that. But we got to do this week first, because they don't call me Chronology Boy for nothing. Now, Elvis might be having a blue Christmas according to his song, but on PEI, we've got Blue Robin. The duo is comprised of Lucy Blue and Christopher James. She used to call her outfit Lucy Blue and the Blue Boys, but it went through a name change, like Prince. Lucy hails from British Columbia, though she now makes Bedeck her home. The song you're about to hear was recorded in BC, and in 2018 was played on CBC Radio here, so I'm following in some big footsteps. It's You've Got to Give Your Love to Me by Blue Robin on iTunes. You've got to give your love to me. You've got to! Now! I'm not obsessed, you're obsessed.
Voodoo, a little bit of magic, trick or two, and I'm a fool for you. 'Cause when you cast your spell, well, it's that thing you do so well. And it's then you gotta give your love to me. It's then you gotta give your love to me. Oh, then you gotta give your love to me. Oh, give it to me now. You know you move me.
I steal a glance, girl, I'm impressed. Ask her to dance, what's going on? Both on the floor, hand in hand. Out of my league, stepped on her shoes. got 2 left feet. I realize I can't compete. Oh, freak. I can't dance. She can dance, wild and free. Just this dance, that's all we need.
Stepped on my shoes, this is a mess. Boy, I'm confused, what's going on? Should I refused to take his head? What do I do? Start towards the door, but he's pretty cute. I realize I'll teach him some moves, 'cause he can't dance.
She can dance, wild and free. Just this dance, that's all we need. She can dance, wild and free. Just this dance, that's all we need. Past is crumbling, no more stumbling. Do I have a chance? Now we're grooving, the way she's moving. I can feel it, can't believe it. Hope this never ends. Now we're grooving, the way she's moving. She can dance, wild and free. Just this dance, that's all we need. We can dance, wild and free. Let's just dance, that's all we need.
Proving once again that it's never too late to learn to bust some moves. Disco Darlings La Funk with She Can Dance from their Le Disco EP, released back in April. You never know when these guys might drop another song or make your feet move at one of their high-energy concerts. If you need an example, 2 of their performances are waiting for you if you become a subscriber on Patreon. Little early in the show to mention that, but it's just $5 a month, and you can see those videos and a slew of video interviews in their entirety, which get cut for broadcast, so to speak, here in the audio world. La Funk leader Joe Chevry had lots to say about the band's origins and about the music industry in general, so hit patreon.com/iletunes and you can literally see what the fuss is about while throwing your support behind this podcast, on which it is my bag to bring you as wide a range of Prince Edward Island music as possible. And I'm going to hold true to that mandate with the song I'm going to play you right now. I'm particularly excited because it's from a group I have been trying to snag for the iTunes library since before the first episode in August. I'd tell you their nom, but as soon as I do, you're going to know everything about them because they are enorme up in this place. They released their first album in 2004 and won a ton of awards for their traditional Acadian sound, created by accordion, mandolin, the jaw harp, and the bowron. Last year, they sadly lost one of their own, but remaining members Emmanuel Leblanc and Pascal Muse are keeping Visht&amp alive with this cut from their much-anticipated Visht&amp Connexion album. Here they team up with Rowan Gallant and Jerry Perriard from PEI favorite 10 Strings and a Goatskin for Expansion, a real coup for iLetunes in this instrumental
iLetunes Rock Block.
Classical guitarist Frederick Zong Kim Zon, bringing his talents to PEI all the way from Vietnam. That was Bong Chiu Ta on iTunes, and I hope I didn't mangle the pronunciations. Frederick, which of course is his anglicized name added on to his native moniker, was the head of the guitar department at the Ho Chi Minh Conservatory of Music, and he is still quite famous in Vietnam. You've just heard why. Bong Chiu Ta translates, at least according to Google Translate, as Afternoon Shadow, and Frederick has posted a slew of his performance videos on a language everyone can understand, YouTube. Coming up, Dylan Menzie's idea to crop out Christmas and talkin' bluegrass with Bluestreak. Diffuser defines their music as, quote, gritty, edgy, high-energy rock and roll with a tasteful blend of blues, funk, and soul. Unquote. Even their description rhymes. One of the musicians that bands this band together is guitarist Colin Crowther, who also lends his talents to Heather. Both shows just played Hunter's Ale House on the 2nd, Hope Colin didn't get his bands mixed up. Anyway, in April, Diffuser didn't defuse a bomb. They set one off with their EP Gutbuster, which resonated with me because, boy, does my gut need busting. Get ready to rock out to Revenant, a word that refers to someone who has returned, usually from the dead. It's Diffuser, and it's isletunes.
Time to get out. The highway is my ride. Been
Hey there, everybody. This is Kelly Mooney broadcasting to you from isletunes.
We're on the verge of distinction. are shadows, we are light, we are candles in the night, we have freedom, set the fight, but we're drowning 'cause we are fools. Go! Mastermind, push buttons behind a program world of profanity. We live our lives in front of the screen, a digital reality. Open up the doors of your mind, open up the doors to mankind. We're on the verge of insanity. Oh, nothing we can do. We're on the verge of distinction, drowning 'cause we are fools. Drowning 'cause we are fools. Dying with our rules. We're drowning 'cause we are fools. We are shadows with no light. We are candles in the night. We have freedom, set the fight, but we're drowning 'cause we are fools. Go! We're on the edge of insanity. Oh, nothing we can do. We're on the verge of distinction, drowning 'cause we are fools. Drowning 'cause we are fools. Dying with our rules. Drowning 'cause we are fools. We are shadows with no light. We are candles in the night. We have freedom, set the fight, but we're drowning 'cause we are fools. Oh! Drown!
Still to try, we lost a mind. No one can see dark energy.
They're not turning Japanese, though that is still such a fun song. They're turning Jane, and that is Drowning, one of two releases they've had this year. The main of Jane is Marcel Arsenault and John Hashem, who I had the pleasure of working with both on the iTunes theme song in its current form and on Islanders to the Max, an unofficial theme I wrote for the Charlottetown Islanders hockey franchise. Marcel and John have known each other for over 30 years, and they structured the band as to bring in collaborators to join them, different ones depending on the song or project. Drowning features Yves Arsenault on drums and Stéphane Bouchard on bass. Another track is in the works, and I expect Marcel and John will let me know when it drops, so I can let you know in a future episode. Here's another talented musician I know, Jordan Cameron, who played the Beast in the 2015 Convent Center run of Beauty and the Beast, where I played Lumiere, but of course, I didn't know when we roamed the castle together that he had already put out his album Your History, the title track of which featured the one and only Catherine McClellan. That would probably be the obvious cut to go with, but we don't do obvious very well around here. This is Jordan Cameron, de Master, on iTunes with Don't Worry.
Don't worry, cause I'll be right back. And don't panic, cause we're all on track. I didn't realize that we were done, at least not as done as anyone, I guess. I had a dream again, the scary one about the end. You and me are in the backseat, but when the flames get higher, they're all for me, I guess. I guess I don't know what to say. Every time you walk my way, my lips, they fumble like a fool's. When I remember all the rules, I'm only here for a short while, to steal some burdens from the pile. I feel I've done this more or less, should be good enough, I guess. Tell you that I'll be home late. The people are thirsty and they're full of hate. I tried to tell them all that we had won, but good news is they're near as fun, I guess. Just wanna tell you that I miss your face, and I don't know why, but I'll miss this place. Don't worry, cause I'll be right back. Dreams have stopped and we're all on track, I guess. I guess I don't know what to say. Every time you walk my way, my lips, they fumble like a fool's. When I remember all the rules, I'm only here for a short while, to steal some burdens from the pile. I feel I've done this more or less, should be good enough, I guess. Cause I'll be right back, and don't panic cause we're all on track. Don't worry cause I'll be right back, and don't panic cause we're all on track. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry.
Nominated for multiple Music PEI awards, that's Jordan Cameron with Don't Worry. You know, it's said that those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it, but don't worry, because here on iTunes you get a regular dose of history to be aware of via that break in the musical action called This Week in PEI History. Hey, that was a good segue, admit it. December 16, 1765, Lieutenant Peter Frederick Haldeman, an assistant to Captain Samuel Holland, the fellow responsible for dividing PEI into lots, died on this date. Holland deemed Haldeman an excellent mathematician and astronomer, though Haldeman was only in his early 20s. On a mapping survey off the coast of Cape Breton, Haldeman fell through the ice and drowned. December 20th, 1892, Percy Elwood Corbett was born in Tyne Valley. He is still hailed as one of Canada's greatest law scholars, whose MO, Universal Peace Always, laid the groundwork for what was called a New World Order based more on a recognition of individuals and intergovernmental agencies than on sovereign states. The Canadian Council on International Law formally recognized Corbett in 1972, and he lived to the age of 90, passing away in 1983 in Vermont. Coming up, growing some bluegrass with Bluestreak. You know it and I know it. Christmas is always held up as the standard where everyone is supposed to be happy and nothing is supposed to be wrong. Well, chances are, as wonderful as the holidays can be, you've had at least one season that wasn't like that. Life doesn't yield to the calendar. Maybe, like me, you had some bad childhood memories you try to wrap up and put to the side. Maybe you've gone into the holidays after the loss of a pet or a beloved human, through a breakup or something more permanent. Dylan Menzie, who had his first release in 2013, deserves some kudos for broaching this subject. Sure, he's not the first songwriter to talk about having a blue Christmas, you see where I'm going with that, but we're limiting this to PEI musicians, so the kudos stand. From his EP of the same name, here's a nod to all of you who aren't feeling the holidays this year by way of Dylan Menzie and I Guess I'll Cancel Christmas on iTunes.
All my favorite traditions just feel wrong, and I hear our story in every song. No, I don't feel like giving. I feel like a Scrooge, so I guess I'll cancel Christmas without you. Christmas lights that shine on downtown don't light me up when you're not around. Even Nightmare Before Christmas feels too close to the truth, so I guess I'll cancel Christmas without you. Oh, I guess I'll cancel Christmas without you. Put away the decorations and lock up my chair. No last second kisses to ring in the new year. Oh, I'm out of ideas, don't know what else to do, so I guess I'll cancel Christmas without you. Oh, I guess I'll cancel Christmas. I can't handle Christmas. I guess I'll cancel Christmas without you.
Dylan Menzie with his signature blending of folk and ethereal. It's I Guess I'll Cancel Christmas on iTunes. No need to cancel these upcoming gigs unless we get another round of wind, this time combined with snow. Here's who's playing around this island of ours in the next little while. Thursday, December 21st, it's Lenny Gallant, The Innkeeper's Christmas at the Confed Center. Also on the 21st, Bluestreak has their album launch. We're going to talk about that in literally a minute. They are at the Benevolent Irish Society. And again on the 21st, Gizmo, Pearly Gates, and Wood Andrews are at the Sportsman's Club in Charlottetown. Saturday, December 23rd, it's Amanda Jackson featuring Route 225 at the Trailside Music Hall. Also on the 23rd, Hit the Coast, Brandon Howard Roy and Jamie Crashdown are at Baba's Lounge. Looking into After Christmas, Liam Corcoran has his album release with special guest Kinley at the Trailside Music Hall. And December 28th, it's Absolute Losers, Gizmo, and Emily McClellan with Tin Ear and Prism Shores at the Sport Page Tavern in Charlottetown. Now, bluegrass is not a form of music that has a lot of representation on PEI, and I'll go so far as to admit that I didn't start out as a fan either, because my dad played in a bluegrass group when I was a kid, and he would take us to shows, and I would just tune it out. But I've developed an appreciation for the genre, and I'm here to help you do the same by hipping you to the resurgence of an outfit that's about to release an album for the first time in 18 years. While Bluestreak still retains 3 of its original members, it's added on well-known Francophone and English singer Marcella Richard, and also this fellow. If you don't know him from his music, you know him from being the founder and longtime editor of The Buzz. Peter Richards is here with me by phone in the iTunes studio, also known as my basement. Peter, it's awesome to be able to chat with you today.
Well, thank you very much for this opportunity.
I'm glad you're here. Now, you performed with Island Band since the 80s, and I only just now discovered that you played bass on Scott Parsons' Darky's Hollow album, which is an awesome album. How did you end up in Bluestreak, and how is playing with them different from other groups you've performed with?
Well, I'm a rather late adopter to bluegrass myself. I played other kinds of music, but then I started going to festivals, and I really, I amazed myself, but I really started enjoying it. I really liked what I heard. And one of the bands that I really liked back in the day, this would be like 2005 or so, was a band called Bluestreak, and an island group, and they were really good. I just liked them. I bought their CDs, and I was a fan. And then years and years went by, and they weren't playing anymore, but they did a benefit. And this was about three or 4 years ago, I guess. And, well, better go see that. So we went to see it, and it was as good as ever. And I just happened to introduce myself to Larry Campbell, the singer, and said, if you're ever looking for a dobro player, I play it. And then a couple of years passed, and I got a phone call, and they were wanting to get back together as a group, and they were looking for some different musicians, and they gave me a tryout, and I made it.
The last time Bluestreak released an album was 2005.
Yes.
Do you know what prompted the group to reform, and how did that lead to the creation of the new collection?
Well, what I've heard from the guys being Larry Campbell and Roger Whiteman and David Blue, was that they enjoyed doing what they were doing, and they had a bunch of new songs. And I think the impetus to get back together was to do something with these new songs, and that is to record a new album.
So how much of a Bluestreak songwriting process are you involved with, or were the songs already fully formed when you came in?
No, it was a process. They had a bunch of them done. Some had been around for a while, some were quite new, but what they wanted to do was work them up as a group. They have the song, but it's just some words on paper and some chords and whatever, and a melody, but they wanted to work them up and see how a group of musicians could form them into the sound that they wanted, the Bluestreak sound. And after I got into the group and started playing with them for a little while, I said, well, I've got a song or two if you'd like to listen to it. And they did. And so now there actually are 4 of my songs on this album.
Oh, really? Wow, that's great. And because that's almost like a quarter of the album right there.
Well, I mean, I make my contribution.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered if they'd had the songs fully formed and then you came in and played. I mean, that's certainly valid too. But it's always kind of there's always something more to it when everybody kind of gets to throw their creative vision into it. Yeah.
Well, some of them had been around long enough that they had played them with other people. So it was a question of making an arrangement, for a new lineup of people. They didn't have a dobro, they had a fiddle before, but now, so different things. So that was fun, but also some of them were just, like I say, the words on a page and an idea for the melody. And as a group, we were able to turn it into a group sound.
I like the naming convention of Bluestreak's albums too. First Impression for the debut, Second Nature for its follow-up, and now Rounding Third, whose release is being celebrated with an album launch this Thursday, December 21st at the Benevolent Irish Society, you guys, so show up there. What can people expect at the show, and will you just be focusing on the new material or also dipping into the archives?
Oh, we're definitely going to give people a sampling. We're going to try and play all of the tunes from this album. There are 15 songs on the album.
That's ambitious.
We're going to play all of those, but we're also going to play some of the favorites. I think Bluestreak has fans on the island, and they're going to want to hear some of the favorites from the earlier albums, and those are definitely included in the set list. And something else which is really interesting, there's an island musician who recently passed away, who people know really well by the name of Roy McCall. I think even on your show you featured him.
I did,
Well, Marcella won an award for an album that she put out of Roy McCall's songs.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And so she is going to perform 5 Roy McCall songs as part of this show. They're not on the album, but of course, it would be a very timely thing to pay tribute to him. So,
what a tribute
so that's going to be part
too.
of the show as well, yeah.
I'm really excited for you guys launching a new album after all this time.
Yeah.
Rounding Third is available now on the Bluestreak website at bluestreakpei.com, where you can download it, get the CD, or order both in a package if you're so inclined. I have been talking with Peter Richards, now making buzz as 1/5 of Bluestreak. Peter, thank you so much for taking the time out to talk with me today.
Well, it's very good what you do for the island music scene, and I'm really happy to be part of it.
Thank you. That's high praise coming from you. Now, if you can't wait till Thursday to see Bluestreak perform some of their new songs live at the Benevolent Irish Society, don't forget, I can help by holding you over with a cut from Rounding Third. But before that, why don't we pair fresh Bluestreak with classic Bluestreak? From 2004, this is The Sooner the Quicker from their first album on this bluegrassy
isletunes Rock Block.
Flame of love once burned bright, now faded to a flicker. I was wrong, you're not right, all we do is bicker. Hair a mess, what a sight, oh my poor ticker. If you don't go, I think I might the sooner the quicker. You don't like me anymore, got no time to dicker. You say you're heading out the door, the sooner the quicker. I might lose but never win, ain't that a kicker? Round and round and round again, think I'm getting sicker. I'm a slob, you're to me, someone's getting bitter. Time has come to hit the street, the sooner the quicker. You don't like me anymore, got no time to dicker. You say you're heading out the door, the sooner the quicker. You don't like me anymore, got no time to dicker. You say you're heading out the door, the sooner the quicker. You don't like me anymore, got no time to dicker. You say you're heading out the door, the sooner the quicker, sooner the quicker.
isletunes World Premiere.
I used to drive an F-150. She left town in a cloud of dust, and now she's parked in my front yard, leaking oil and peeling rust. If I do the work, and if I spend some money, I could have her back in shape. But is it worth it? I could sell her now as is. She came back to me yesterday. She came back to me yesterday. I heard a scratch at my door. I heard a bark I recognized. She's breathing hard and in some pain, limping bed and going blind. Welcome home, my good and faithful hound. The two of us, we know each other well. It's only right that I'm the one to put her down. She came back to me yesterday. She came back to me yesterday. As the day is breaking, she brought me coffee and a slice of pie, eggs over easy, crispy bacon. I see rain in the western sky, and don't look back. You know those days are over. Save your dreams for when you sleep. Don't believe that the local fortune teller. She came back to me yesterday. She came back to me yesterday.
Double dose of Bluestreak. First from 2004 with The Sooner the Quicker, then from right now as a sneak preview of their rounding third album launch with She Came Back to Me Yesterday, a track my interview guest Peter Richards brought the group to be Bluestreaked. And that's it for All Tunes. Until Christmas Eve. That's 1 week from tonight, in case you didn't know. And in case you didn't know, said December 24th episode is going to be crammed full of holiday songs by Islanders, like you're going to be crammed full of Christmas candy. Go ahead, enjoy the candy too. I'll play you some covers of familiar favorites and put them side by side with Island originals. Call it a gift from me to you and a PEI next Sunday on All Tunes. I've already mentioned the Patreon thing, but hey, a little support is a gift to this podcast. A subscription will be a gift that keeps on giving, yeah, that phrase is trite, in the form of island-only content you're not gonna find anywhere else. Patreon.com/alltunes. You can also follow All Tunes on both Facebook and Instagram, where I always post links to where you can buy the music you hear in these episodes. Hey, drop some coinage on these artists and help make their day merry and bright. If you want to suggest an artist I should play here, or you have some vintage PEI records you think should get some attention, maybe you want to comment about the podcast, or send in a recording of yourself uttering an island catchphrase like Jackie Robichaux did at the beginning of this episode, Jackie, you're like butter. The way to do all that is by email at amj@altunes.ca or leave me a voicemail at 902-807-4250. So do it. Musical contribution to the Altunes theme by Kaylin McCauley and John Hashem. Show concept by Rocky O'Neill. I'm Adam Michael James, and I'll catch up with you a week from tonight for a very special Altunes Christmas, at least 2 hours of music compared to the usual one. Be good, and if you can't be good at it. See you next week.